USTC is absolutely pumping. Let's talk about what this could mean for Terra Luna Classic. We can see that USTC is currently up roughly 18% over the past 24 hours. When we look at the chart, we can definitely see just the explosive growth that we have seen. And one of the potential reasons behind this pump could be because CZ Binance actually tweeted about USTC. Now, this originally started from another crypto influencer who started talking about how USTC had the right vision all along. It was just executed poorly, but the need for a robust decentralized stablecoin hasn't gone away. And CZ Binance actually says sad but true, agreeing with this statement. And so in a way, it's almost like CZ Binance is showing support for the idea behind USTC and how we could potentially actually recover if we get better execution. And the new plan is not executed poorly. And this is where we need to talk about the REPEG proposal that just passed a couple days ago. You can see this proposal, the Ziggy REPEG proposal. We should start seeing some activity on this proposal or some activity towards a REPEG, ideally before March. So this should be happening within the next couple weeks. And this first step that we should be seeing is basically getting the developer consensus. So getting a bunch of different developers and people who have code knowledge together to agree that the general concept of this REPEG proposal plan actually makes sense, so then they can continue on to the next steps. Now, before we dive too much into the charts behind USTC, be sure to smash the like button down below and let me know how much USTC do you hold. When we look at the charts of USTC, we can see something kind of interesting. So when that REPEG proposal started to become set to pass, when it passed the passing threshold, we saw the price absolutely spike up. And this is what we saw right here, where price went up from the bottom to the top almost 75%. And around this time, I notified people in a video, be careful. It's very possible that around this level, we could see a pullback as people realize that the REPEG proposal isn't going to be activated instantly. Like, we're not going to instantly start making steps towards a REPEG. This is a longer term plan. There's a lot of things that need to be accomplished. Code needs to be done. People need to get consulted. A lot of things need to happen before we can actually start a USTC REPEG. And I said, once people realize that, it's going to probably come back down. And yes, it did actually come back down. We saw the price drop dramatically from there. This price moved down roughly 37% to the bottom. But recently, in the past couple hours, we've seen the price skyrocket back up roughly about 20%. So it's not back to those highs that we saw, but we're starting to see movement towards the upside. And we're also starting to see a higher support level for USTC. And you can see where that started to come into play right here at about that 2.5 cent level, whereas before our support level was closer to about 2 cents. And so as we move closer and closer to a USTC REPEG plan actually being implemented, we can see our price potentially move up more and more as people get more and more excited. But definitely be careful out there. We are seeing these big swings, and usually when you see a big swing, high volatility, it's very possible to see the volatility also drop the price dramatically. So definitely be careful out there. Do your own due diligence, do your own research. But if you want to learn how much Binance could potentially burn for the Terra Luna Classic burn that's coming up in just 2 weeks, check out this video up here, and I'll catch you on the next one.